Coronation of King Charles is just hours away now. You're taking a live look at Buckingham Palace over in London. The historic ceremony happening tomorrow. It's the first in 70 years. More than 2,200 guests are expected, including world leaders among them. First Lady Jill Biden. She arrived in London and met with the wife of the British Prime Minister there today. One of the First Lady's granddaughters also made the trip for the historic event. And today, Charles met with members of the public ahead of the coronation. The monarch meeting people lined up behind some barriers right near Buckingham Palace today. And Charles will leave the palace in the morning to head to Westminster Abbey. That's for the coronation ceremony. It's a moment decades now in the making. 7's Kim Casey is in London with a look back at his life leading up to this moment.
The coronation now just hours away. At 74 years old, King Charles is the oldest sovereign to take the throne, and he has been preparing for this moment all of his life. The birth of Prince Charles was headline news in November of 1948. And in just 4 years' time, he would watch his mother be crowned Queen of England. Now, 70 years later, it's his turn. By his side at Saturday's coronation will be the love of his life, his wife Camilla, who for years was cast as a villain for breaking up a fairy tale marriage. Charles' first wife, Princess Diana, famously described Camilla as the third person in their marriage. But over time, it became clear that despite the pageantry of the 1981 wedding and the birth of an heir and spare in the years that followed, Diana and Charles were not meant to be. The couple divorced in 1996. A year later, Diana was killed in a car crash in Paris. The Prince of Wales would accompany his sons William and Harry in a procession behind their mother's coffin to Westminster Abbey. Prince Harry writing in his memoir that his father was never made for single parenthood, but he tried. That strong sense of duty has been a theme throughout Charles's life. He was the first heir educated outside the palace, sent off to boarding school when he was just 9 years old. The same year, he became the Prince of Wales. Prior to his investiture ceremony in 1969, the prince spent a term at the University College of Wales, learning to speak Welsh and getting to know the people. Charles would go on to train as a jet pilot with the Royal Air Force and embark on a naval career just like his father and grandfather. As a prince, Charles used his position to advocate for environmental causes, launching a number of sustainability initiatives. And through his royal tours and travels abroad, he's worked hard to familiarize himself with a wide range of international issues. Now, as he takes over as monarch, he will look to carry on his mother, Queen Elizabeth's legacy of service. Charles's various charities have already earned him plenty of praise. He has helped with his Prince's Trust more than 1 million young people in the United Kingdom since 1976. That's it for now from London. Back to Boston.
And our coverage of the coronation doesn't stop here. Coming up at 6, a royal fan has a once-in-a-lifetime encounter. She shares what Princess Kate revealed to her ahead of the coronation. And Kim is in London ahead of all the pomp and circumstance with the King's coronation. She'll lead our special live coverage of the ceremony tomorrow morning. That gets started at 5 a.m. right here on the news station.